So you might ask yourself, why does my toddler or two always flip through the pages when I'm trying to read to him or her? I'm Child Development and Early Learning Specialist Stacy Benge, and we're going to explore why you might see this behavior when you're trying to read with your young child. First of all, keep in mind, the experience with books is brand new for young children. So they don't have the concept like we do that you start on the first page and sequentially work your way through to the very end of the book. And that's okay. We want to step back and really ask ourselves, what's our main goal here? Our main goal is to introduce literacy and reading in a very positive way. So we have to follow their cues and realize that they don't understand the concept of the front to the end. So let's just let them explore the book. Another thing you might see young children do is take that book and put it in their mouths, because for infants, toddlers, and two, the gateway to their brain is through their mouths. So that is part of their literacy development, is exploring the book, kind of getting used to the book. So that's why you want to make sure you use a cloth book or a board book that's very durable, that does allow them to mouth the book. Another thing to keep in mind, one of our goals is just that quality time. For young children, that reading time might not necessarily be about the book, but it's more so about I'm getting some close quality time with my mom or my dad or my caregiver or my teacher. So that's the main experience that we really want to emphasize, that it is a positive time. Something else to keep in mind is, when we're reading to young children, one of our goals is to really develop the language skills and the vocabulary development. And that's going to lay a strong foundation that will help with reading comprehension down the line. So if your toddler or 2-year-old starts flipping pages back and forth, talk about it and say, I see that you keep flipping back to this page. What is it about this page that you like? Or what is the character doing on that page? If you have a young child whose vocabulary is not advanced yet, they might not be able to actually say to you what it is that they like, but they're thinking about it, and they're understanding what you're asking them. And that's great, because that is getting us into the book and we're actually talking about what's happening in the book. And so, that's that story and that reading comprehension that we want to start laying those foundational skills for. So when you are reading with your child, don't stress if they start flipping the book around. Just step back and go, how can I make this a positive experience? And while my child is flipping through the book, how can I find ways to really kind of enhance and engage in those language skills? So please let me know if you have any more questions about reading with toddlers and twos. Please subscribe to my channel, because we'll definitely talk more about some behaviors you might see or some characteristics you might see of toddlers and twos when they're reading. We're also going to explore reading with infants and preschoolers as well. Please let me know if there's any specific questions you have regarding that, or any books that you might like me to look at and say, okay, here's some good questions to ask about it. Please also let me know if you have any other questions regarding early childhood, early learning, child development, or parenting, and I would be glad to answer those questions for you. Until then, I am Stacy Benge.